I've been in about 100 interviews since I started working in 2020, and not only have I aced most of them, I've actually enjoyed the process. Crazy, right? I know people dread interviews. I see conversations online about prepping for interviews. Even my friends sometimes text me, "Oh, I'm nervous about this interview," or afterwards, I didn't think it went really well. For me, I genuinely look forward to every single interview I've ever been in. What am I doing differently? There are three things I do to prepare for interviews that make me enjoy them and leave there feeling proud no matter the outcome. Let's get into it in this video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to tell you is research the company. And this feels very basic. It feels very expected. Of course, you research the company you're going to interview for, but a lot of people do not do this. They skip out on the step, especially if you are mass sending applications everywhere and you don't even know which one of the applications you sent has called you back for an interview. You need to create a tracking list. You need to make sure you know the places you've applied to and the ones that called you back. You research the company, you know what the role is about, you know what the company is about, what do they offer, what are their products, what are their services, what is their culture, what does it look like they like to see in their employees. In this way, you can cater yourself or you can tailor yourself to be somebody they would want to employ outside of your CV now, your personality. Do you answer? Are they a formal company that really thrive on yes ma, yes sir, strictness, the traditional procedure? Or are they a more relaxed Gen Z company, I would say? Research your company. And then the second part is master your story. So once you've researched the company, what is the story you are telling about yourself? When people hear interview, they think of it as an interview. Oh, they're asking me questions, I'm responding. That is the absolutely wrong way to look at it. You need to look at it as a conversation, as a story that you are telling, and therefore master your story. Go through your CV. When they ask you, oh, why did you leave this place this early? Or why did you progress from this role to that role? What is the story you are telling? Rather than giving straight answers, you need to make it interesting. You need to actually craft a story about your life, about your personality, about your job experiences that make sense and make them interested in you. Also, think of it as an interview both ways. As much as they are interviewing you for a job offer, you are also assessing them to know if this is the kind of company you want to even be working in. Because sometimes job seekers think of it, oh, I'm at their mercy. You are not at anybody's mercy. You are also providing value. So you need to also think of yourself as an interviewer. It kind of puts you in a mindset of less fear and less anxiety. It gives you an edge if you think of it that way, because you're also checking, you're assessing the way they respond to you, you're assessing their behaviors. Are they late to the interview, or are they unprepared? Do they seem nonchalant? Like, all these things also speak to who the company is. You know that question all interviewers ask at the end: do you have any questions for us? Never say no, you don't. Never say you don't know. Never say no, you don't. That's also a tip I'm going to give you now. I don't know shows unprepared. It shows uncreative. Even if you don't know, you are not completely clueless. We live in the internet age. We live in the world of social media. So whether or not you have 5% knowledge, 10% knowledge, 18% knowledge, you have some knowledge on all topic areas, I feel like, especially if it's even a role you're applying for. So you are never completely clueless. It's not a good look to say, I don't know to an answer. When they ask you, do you have any questions for us? Always have a question prepared, whether it's ask about what the day-to-day expectations of the role is, whether it's to ask about their pay structure, whether it's to ask about other benefits of the role, whether it's to ask about if it's remote or hybrid or fully on-site. Always have a question prepared. Always have two questions prepared. A good question I always ask is, what are your expectations for this role? Like, if you could see a perfect person that you would hire, what is the goal? What do you want them to achieve in this role? I always ask the interviewer that because it kind of also helps me set my expectations, understand what they are expecting. Is this something I can achieve or not?